Hey guys, and welcome towards the scale. So today we're gonna look at the deep research inside of Perplexity. You guys have been asking about it. This feature is also available for free users. You don't have to have a pro plan. And we'll be comparing the deep research's depth to that of R1 and O3 Mini, as well as looking at 5 distinct use cases. And if you watch this video till the end, I'll give you my final tip that will instantly improve your deep research Perplexity results and make them better. So stay tuned. The deep research was launched a few days ago. It's basically an in-depth report that you can export as a PDF, as a markdown, or you can create a page around it. It's looking pretty good from what I'm seeing. Citations are intact. Perplexity is actually showing a few very interesting use cases, like in marketing, what is the best strategy for advertising in the Super Bowl. Technology, find me the top 20 biotech startups in San Francisco and the key investors for each company and stuff like that. And apparently it's doing pretty well against the likes of OpenAI, which has a deep research feature under the $200 per month paywall. So looks very promising, extremely fast. I think that it's faster than the competitors. And yeah, let's start with the heads-on comparison. First, what I'll do, I'll run this little prompt. Create a comprehensive report including case studies, facts, numbers, and statistics on AI, the workspace in 2025. The report is referencing 122 sources, and it's focusing on a couple of McKinsey reports, which is a huge research company. The report surprisingly is still on a shorter side, but it should be packed with useful information. So let's do the same for the R1. So the R1 has settled on 103 sources, and while still referencing McKinsey, it's again on a shorter side. Be mindful of that. I did not specify a word count. I just said comprehensive and let the AI decide for itself. Okay, let's choose the O3 Mini and do the same report. And again, in all three of the cases, we can see a lot of Reddit being referenced, which again is both a good and a bad thing depending on how accurate you want to be and if you want opinions versus facts. For a tool review, I would actually prefer lots of Reddit and YouTube over some formal blog posts that are usually very subjective. And the report, it's actually one of the longest. It's longer than the R1, that's for sure. So let's export that as well. So now what I'll do, I'll go to Claude. I'll attach all the 3 PDFs named Perplexity, R1, and O3. And I'll give Claude this prompt. I asked my team to compile a comprehensive report including key facts, case studies, and statistics on AI in the workspace in 2025. My team got me 3 reports back. Evaluate each report on how comprehensive it is, how many citations there are, and how relevant and how varied are the sources. Also note the word count. Rate from 1 to 10 and explain the reasons. Also give the overall score for each of the reports. Okay, let's see what happens. Before we review the results, I've recently launched my own school community and I've slashed the prices in half. It is now extremely affordable. You get my flagship course on AI copywriting called Helpful Content Mastery. This is an extended version along with the newest workflows. You get access to text humanization, my newsletter mastery course, niche research, which is a done for you list of niches as well as a course, my custom tools. I'm really proud of the Creative Business Brain, the Reddit Insights Analyzer, the Uncensored 10K Story Generator, the Keyword Research Tool. You also get bi-weekly group coaching, and you can even win a chance to get a one-on-one with me. So again, extremely affordable, link down below. The first place goes to R1, the second place goes to Perplexity, and the third place goes to the O3. Okay, well done. With this out of the way, let's actually talk about the 5 use cases. So use case number 1 is coming up with low competition keywords. Okay, this is a prompt. You're an SEO expert. I'm going to provide you with the topic. Based on that topic, generate a list of 50 low competition long tail keywords and then some criteria that those words should meet. Topic, let's go for email marketing. Okay, this is more like it. Let's take this list and paste this in. Okay, so there was only one keyword found, but that keyword is very low competition, so which is email marketing automation for e-commerce. Let me try something. The below keyword is truly low competition. Brainstorm 10 more like that. And this is going to be using a proxy principle that I sometimes talk about. So let's see if deep research is smart enough to take this as a template, as a reference, and create 10 more keywords that are very similar. These are the suggestions. Let's paste them back in. And let's see if deep research is smart enough to mimic the long tail, low commission keywords. So the results were 0. So that means that this experiment experiment is not a success. I am not convinced that the deep search can be used as a valid keyword research tool, but it did manage to give us a single low competition keyword with some volume. So second use case is creating paid reports. This is not a video on keyword research, but if you go to Ahrefs and look at free reports, we can do that now with the keyword tool, for example. Free report. You can see that there is a wind free report, numerology free report. Let's use this as a basis actually. Give me comprehensive numerology report for a male born on, and this is the date. That's my date actually, so let's see what happens. Okay, this is our report, and since it's based on my date of birth, it should be interesting. Comprehensive numerology report for August 4, 1982. Born under the fiery sign of Leo and guided by the numerology of innovation and adaptability, individual was born on August 4, 1982, possessed a unique blend of magnetic charisma, intellectual curiosity, and a relentless drive for independence. This report synthesizes astrological, numerological, and symbolic insights to reveal the profound patterns shaping their destiny. Okay, so basically this is a pretty comprehensive report, and you can export this as a PDF, and you can either give this away for free, minus the citations obviously, or sell it. So this is a valid use case number 2. Test passed. Now another use case that I think has lots of potential is directories, but directories which are on a simpler side of things. So if you go to TrickMeNot, which is a website of mine, detection hacks, finally rating, I have a miniature directory with text humanizers and their average scores against different AI detectors. So what I could do is compile a directory of top 30 text humanizer tools with a URL, short summary, pros and cons, and a best type of conclusion. Let's see what happens. So I had to amend the prompt slightly because the directory was setting the deep research off. So instead, I just said, give me a list of the top 30 text humanizer tools with the following structure: URL, short summary, pros and cons, and best for as a conclusion. And here's the answer. Walter writes, URL, summary, pros and cons, best for professionals, academics, and creators needing undetectable publication-ready content. Ahrefs A Humanizer, undetectable, Quillbot, my essay writer, Phrasely, Humbot, Rephrasy, WriteSonic, Spinbot, WordTune, CopyEye, Jasper, Natus, Bypass GPT, Stealthily, AI Text Humanizer, Essay Service AI, and finally GPT Human. And this is work well done. I think this is your directory right there. Just needs some formatting, but I think this is an amazing use case. Number 3, creating directories. Now, use case number 4 is copywriting. I won't be doing the whole works, otherwise this video is going to be very long, but you can do something along the lines of write me an ultra detailed and comprehensive report, best free AI image generators. Make sure to use markdown formatting, bolded words, lists and tables. Aim at readability grade 6. Make sure to include case studies and testimonials of real users. Let's go for 3,000. I don't think that's going to work, but still, let's see what happens. Okay, best free AI image generators, a comprehensive 2025 report. Key findings: top 3 AI image generators, Night Cafe, pros and cons, user testimonial with a link to Reddit, Playground AI, case study, again Reddit, Stable Diffusion Forge, testimonial. And I think this is very interesting as far as SEO applications. So we're actually referencing real user experiences. Now it's going on and talking about the case studies. Man, these are all real case studies with real links. Okay, this is nowhere near 3,000 words, so maybe you should use this as a base for future writing. Let's see. Let's go to Markdown. Okay, let's see what the readability is. Grade 9, only 600 words, so it's not very comprehensive. And I know you'll be asking about this. Let's check AI score. And this is surprisingly 0. Nicely done. Deep research. So I would say that you can create articles, but still use deep research for that initial research bit, and then use other conventional methods to expand on that. Finally, Use case number 5, you can use deep research to execute advanced prompts like develop a feature comparison matrix for our basic pro enterprise plans for an AI writer using principles from the attached pricing case studies. And this is the one I featured in one of my videos. So now it's referencing all the PDFs that I attached, the first case study, the second case study, the third document, suggesting me plans. Basic plan $29, Pro plan $99, Enterprise $500, collaboration and integrations, features that should be in each of the plans, pricing metrics and market alignment. I honestly thought that R1 did a better job at this, but you can obviously use those advanced marketing business prompts with deep search as well. So this was use case number 5. Now I promised you a bonus tip on how to make everything better. So this is what I used before I prompt Perplexity for a report. And this is basically asking Perplexity to audit itself before choosing a source. So include highly relevant sources, make sure they are varied, cross-reference facts, and blah, blah, blah. So before we see the results, make sure you sign up to my school academy, which is very affordable, contains various courses, group coaching, custom tools, and again, I've slashed the price in half to make it as affordable as I can. Okay, and this is what I like about this approach. Look at this. Total sources analyzed 46, relevant sources included 28, irrelevant sources excluded 18. Key criteria applied, relevance, accuracy, recency, diversity, and this is our report, and I just know that this is much better, more balanced, factually accurate report than anything that deep research produces by default. So to sum up, R1 is still better, but deep research seems to be better than O3 Mini. Don't confuse with the 200 per month deep research by ChatGPT. Deep research is not capable of truly keyword research in my opinion, nor does it do a very good job at pure copywriting, but it gives amazing reports that you can sell. It is capable of creating directories, and it obviously can do complex, advanced marketing/business prompts. Hope you found this video helpful. Until next time, cheers.